What's up, guys? It's Carnivore Kip. Well, I recently got some lab work and I'll lightly touch on my lab results in this video, and also I'm going to be testing out this electrolyte that was sent to me. They sent me like a little 5-pack to try different ones. This is salty and this is groovy grapefruit. And I have my cup here. It's a 40-ounce cup. And I'm going to test it out also in this video. And also I'm going to show you guys what I'm eating today. I feel like I got a pretty good deal on a hunk of meat, and I'm going to tear into it. Well, actually I already ate it for breakfast before I filmed this part, but I'll show you guys a clip of that as well.
Thank you, Patty.
Say thank you for my cups, Miss Patty.
Thank you for my cup, Patty.
She just told me, she said, I seen these gifts for are these for my birthday? Even though her birthday was like 4 or 5 days ago at this point. Is that your birthday cups?
Yeah.
Say thank you so much, Miss Patty. And while I'm thinking about it, I know that some of you guys probably want to know an update on my leg. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days ago now, I did a lot of work, like a lot of work. And whenever I outside doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm still a big guy, and the next day I woke up and I was hurting bad in my Achilles and I couldn't hardly walk around. Well, the day or two after that, it got, I'd say 50% better. And as of right now, it's about 80% better. Like, I still have a slight limp sometimes when I take a step, and if I move it certain ways, I still feel it. But I did go to the doctor and get it checked, and while I was there, he went ahead and did lab work, and because I was due for my lab work anyway. And so he did my lab work, and I'm going to share a little bit of my lab results. Now, last time I did my lab work, I got him to print out everything. I could always get him to print it out, but I'll get right into basically what he said for my lab results. So first off, when I first started the carnivore diet, my A1C was, and I was close to 500 pounds, my A1C was 6.6. I was less than 30 years old and I was already a diabetic. It wasn't like super high like some people, but 6.6 is diabetic. Maybe 4 to 5 months after that, I got my A1C checked, and I believe it was down to like 5.6. The last time I got my lab results, maybe 6 months ago, it was down to 5.3. And I got it checked even after going off plan for 2 months, big time over the holidays. Getting back on plan in January and until now, so being back on plan for a little over a month and a half, my A1C is 5.2. So that's the lowest my A1C has ever been since I got it checked at the doctor. I'm super duper excited about that. He went over my cholesterol. I mean, they like it to be like 200, but my total cholesterol was like 300, and I don't remember the exact LDL, HDL numbers or whatever, but he said they were looking good. He literally said this. He said, this is exactly how he said it. He said, you are on the right trajectory. It's hard for me to say that. He said, you are on the right trajectory for great health. He's like, when I look at your lab work, like, of course, I would like your cholesterol to be down a little bit, but other than that, he's like, dude, my vitamin D levels, they have always been a little low, and I've heard some people say that their vitamin D levels are low as well, and I've been taking, the only supplement I take is vitamin D3 with K2. That's the only thing I take, and then I take lisinopril for my blood pressure, because being a big guy, even on the carnivore diet with me still having weight to lose, my blood pressure's still high. That's the only thing that he changed, was he brought my lisinopril from 20 milligram to 40 milligram, just because he said, like, you still have a bunch of weight to lose, and even though all your other labs are looking good, your blood pressure is still higher. Now, when I check it at home, it's always like 140 or 143 over like 70 something or 80 something. But whenever they check it at the doctor, it's always like 160. It was like 161 over 80 or something like that, or 82 or something. So he was just saying, can we at least try to up it from 20 to 40 for now? So that's the only that's the only thing I take is vitamin D3 with K2 and lisinopril, and I'm taking 40 milligrams. So that's where I'm at with that right now. My testosterone has went up. I used to have low testosterone. My testosterone is now in the normal range. I want to say he said it was like 370 something now, my total. I believe he said it was 370 something. But it's in the normal range now. It used to be a lot lower, so I'm excited about that. And as I'm talking to y'all about that, I'm gonna go ahead and open up this Groovy Grapefruit and try it because my mouth is getting dry. So hold on. Bear with me, guys. Alright, Groovy Grapefruit. Let's see what you're all about. So as of right now, my favorite is Booyah Berry from Salty. Booyah Berry is my favorite. Cherry Chill is my second favorite, and then the other ones kind of just fall in behind it. I'm not a big fan of like the unflavored stuff or the chocolatey stuff, mainly because I don't do coffee. I used to drink coffee, but right now I'm not doing any caffeine. And shocker, I have energy without caffeine. Having energy is what caused me to get myself hurt the other day, because I was like gung-ho trying to do all this different stuff. And then yesterday, even when my leg's still hurting some, I was doing all kind of stuff at the house and cleaning up and all this other stuff, helping my wife out. Before, I was like, man, I just want to sit on the couch. So my energy level has went up. I can tell that my energy level is getting better. All right, let me shake this up and let's test it out and see what Groovy Grapefruit is all about. Because I know some of you guys have said you like it. Also, let me know, how are your vitamin D levels? Are you low on vitamin D, or is yours in the normal range? Also, I'm really curious, especially since my blood pressure is high. I'm curious what your blood pressure runs. Nobody has to. If you're a very private person and you don't want to share that, that's fine. But if you don't mind sharing, what kind of blood pressure numbers do you normally see? Do you check your blood pressure, and is it normally high? Is it not high? Or are you having to take anything to keep it in the normal range? I'd like to know. But of course, that's a personal question. So if you don't want to say that, you don't have to say that at all. Trust me, I understand. You know, sometimes I can't believe I get on here and share the stuff I do, but I try to be honest with you guys and just let you guys know exactly what's going on. So let's try this one, Groovy Grapefruit. It's good. I feel like every time they come out with a new flavor, they just get better. Like, because like some of the ones that like the zesty lime and stuff like that, or not zesty lime, I don't remember what it was. It was one of the original lime ones, wasn't my favorite, but I feel like they're coming a long way with how they do this. You can really pick up the grapefruit in this. Like, if you like the flavor of grapefruit, you will love this. I would put this, I'm actually super thirsty. I would put this one probably in the third spot. It's behind Booyah Berry, and it's behind Cherry Chill. I would put this at number 3. And it's not a slouch. It's actually very good. It's just I'm not as big of a grapefruit fan as I am like a berry fan. especially Dr. Ken Berry. But it is good. If you like grapefruit, try this. And I appreciate Salty for sending it to me. Thank you for doing that, so I can test it out. That way I know if I need to order some, which ones I like the most. So here's a quick look of what I ate for breakfast today, and it was good. I actually didn't finish all of it. It was 1.16 pounds, and I wasn't able to finish it all, but check it out. Y'all check out what's going on here. I got me a top sirloin. I searched for deals. This was on clearance for $4.63. It's 1.16 pounds. And it's beef from the U.S. It's select, or Angus beef. It's pretty decent quality, but it was about to go bad. So I bought 2 of them, actually. This one right here, I got it in some bacon grease. That's my little bacon pan over here. And we're going to be eating good today. Don't y'all just love being on the carnivore diet? Let me give this little baby a flip. It's about ready to come off of here, but let me flip it over one good time. Woo. Oh yeah, I'm getting hungry, getting my tummy, baby. And so yeah, after I got done eating that, you know, I had a couple big hunks left of it, and my dogs were, one was on one side of me, one was on the other side, and they were like, please. So I cut both of them a piece and gave them both a big hunk, and they were wagging their tails. They were super excited. So they got some top sirloin, and it was like $4 and something. And so I have another one. We actually have a game night with some friends planned tonight. I'm super excited to just hang out with friends and play. We're probably going to play Categories. I don't know if any of y'all play that game, Categories, but we're going to play that, or we might play some cards. I like playing like poker, Texas Hold'em, stuff like that, but a lot of them, they're not really into it. I don't know exactly what we're going to play, but if I had to guess, it's going to be Categories. We also love playing Phase 10. Phase 10 is a lot of fun. So that's what we're going to do, but I'm still going to stay on plan. Now, my wife, for them, she's making some type of sausage with carrots and celery, and I think it does have potatoes in it. So there's a carb in it. But it's potatoes, celery, I think, carrots, and sausage. And it's got like chicken broth in the crock pot. That's cooking today to have for them for supper tonight whenever our friends come over. And just to be completely honest with you guys, there's 2 things that I need to share with you. I could not end this video without telling you these 2 things, because I have to. So for the past, not week, I would say the past 2 weeks, my scale has been doing this. It's just been like going 407 or 408, 406, 407, 408, 407, 408, 406, 407. Because I've been checking it every other day. And it's just playing ping pong for the past 2 weeks. And what I'm trying to do different than last year is that would get me so frustrated last year. And that would tear me down mentally, because I would be like, dude, you're eating carnivore. And the scale won't budge sometimes. But I've heard people tell me maybe your body's just in a spot where it's healing or recovering, or maybe your body's just in a small stall and you just need to ride it out. So last year I would tear myself down. When I would hit those stalls, it would like get me not motivated. It would demotivate me to keep going. And what I want to focus on this year in 2025 is don't let that number on the scale dictate my progress. All of my lab work is getting better. Everything is getting better. And I know that the rest of this weight will come off, but I do have to exercise some patience. And whenever my leg is back to 100% where I can go on a lot more walks and stuff like that, and eventually start hitting these weights again, I need to do those things, and that's going to continue to help with the weight loss. But I can't let it get me down. And maybe that's one thing that I can talk to my therapist about, because I have another therapy session coming up soon, and maybe I can talk to them about that, why I have let stuff tear me down like that in the past, and how I can better equip myself to not let those things tear me down, because it's not worth it to give up because the scale don't move in the right direction for a week or two. At least I haven't gained weight. At least I'm right here in this spot of 406 to 407, 408, and I'm just boing, 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 and I want it to go down. I want to be in the 300 club again. I really want to be in the 200 club. That's where I want to be, but it's going to take me a little bit of time to get there. The second thing that I absolutely have to share with you guys is I need a true head count of how many of you guys are coming to the Carnivore Meetup in April, because I'm taking my money and going out and buying meat, and I don't want to buy not enough, and I also don't want to buy 10 times more than what we need. I believe we're at about 30 people. That's what I believe. So if you have decided that you want to come, and this is a free barbecue meetup, free to you, okay? I'm not charging you guys a bagoodles of money to come to this. It is on the house, okay? My wife and I want to do this because you guys have been so awesome to me. Leave a comment in this video if you're planning to come to the barbecue meetup, and if your wife or spouse is coming. Also, if you're worried that that won't reach me, shoot me an email at carnivorekip@gmail.com. carnivorekip@gmail.com. Also, go on Facebook if you need to, if you do Facebook, and just search Carnivore Kip and send me a message and say, hey, me and my wife, me and my whoever's planning to come. We will have spots for you, but I just want to make sure that everyone is fed. I want to make sure that everyone has a good time and there's enough food. And we've mapped out, me and my buddy Janina, we mapped out like a little track at the place where we're doing it, at the wildlife reserve, the park there, where we could do a 3-mile walk, basically a 5K. And so we got that all mapped out now, and each lap is like a little over a mile. I'm excited to do this with you guys, but I really need to know who's coming. That way we have plenty of food for everybody. So if you know you're coming, or if you're interested in coming and you have questions, reach out to me with your questions, and let me know if you're thinking about it. That way I can know, okay, maybe that person might be coming or whatever, but I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I don't want to ramble for too long. Know that I love you guys. I appreciate all of y'all, all y'all do for me, all the prayers for those of y'all that prayed for my leg. It is getting better. It's not 100%, but thank you guys so much for those prayers. I love you guys. God bless, and I'll see y'all in the next video.